everyone, welcome to another video. So this is gonna be a much needed book review, a herbal book review. So these are all of the books I have here set up, and most of these books I have studied and read over for the past 2 years. I have not bought any more books, any more herbal books other than these few selection of books that I have. So these are the books that I do study from if I do want to like look up something real quick, or a description, or but I haven't even read books in a while, to be honest with you, because I feel like you can always get your knowledge straight from nature. That's what definitely most of the time is what I do. I love going outside and really connecting with the plants straight, physically, and touching them and using all those senses. I feel like that's the most important thing when you do come into this herbal path and this plant medicine path. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and start. So this is honestly my favorite book. This is my newest book that I actually purchased, and it's Plants of the Gods. So this book talks about all the hallucinogenic plants which are from around the world, which are a lot of hallucinogenic plants, and it's really an amazing book. Lots of graphic, lots of pictures, and it just shows you from every single country all the hallucinogenic plants, all the actions, the cultural symbolism of each one. It's really, really amazing, and it shows you basically how our ancestors used this as medicine, and how this was literally the culture, was plants, was plant medicine, was psychedelics. This was the culture back then, and it has been long forgotten, and this book just clearly just reminds you what we need to get back into. This is seriously an amazing book. So The Plants of the Gods, amazing book. And then this book, Body into Balance. So this is a holistic guide, and it basically shows you, and I love this book. I was studying it for quite a while. It shows you all about herbal plants, the parts of the bodies that work with the plants, and as well as medicinal mushrooms in here as well. And just an amazing book. Definitely recommend if you want to incorporate a diet, a more healthier diet, more herbal diet, and like specificity, I can't even say that word, specificities towards your parts of the body, whatever you're looking for, when it comes to like symptoms and stuff like this, and just basically putting your body back into balance. So yeah, this book I definitely recommend if you just want to know about the longevity side of eating, and incorporating herbs, and it teaches you all about the actions as well. It shows you topical skin herbs, so it's like has little sections like that, and then it shows you boost thyroid herbs, lots natural anti-inflammatory. So it has little sections like that, and it just breaks it down so simple, for the beginner herbalist, or plant medicine enthusiast that wants to get into this stuff. This is a really great book for beginners. Like, I love it. Another book I have is the Herb Gardener's Essential Guide. This is if you want to get into like planting herbs and starting. So this is like a guide on basically each herb and basically the type of it, the zone, um, the type of moisture it needs, the type of soil it needs. So this is if you want to get into like gardening and like planting herbs and which herbs is great for your zone, and everything that the plant needs specifically. Shows you the tools, everything that you need in order to build your herbal garden. This is definitely a book that I really wanted because I still do want to continue to build my herbal garden. I only have a couple herbs, but I'm trying to go really, really hard next year and like go all out with some medicinal herbs in my backyard. So I'm really holding on to this book dearly because this is a great book to just keep lifelong if you need any like guidance. So really, really like this book. Another great book I use like almost daily, just to like look up any herbs for like the dosage amount for using in tinctures and infusions, things of that nature. And it just is basically a description of every herbal medicinal herb out there. So it's a medicine making guide, another medicine making guide, but this is more of like describing each plant and the medicinal benefits of each plant. So it's very lots of words, not much pictures at all. And then it shows you like how to make lotions, how to make salves, ointments, balms, extracting herbs and oil or fat, advanced extraction techniques. So this is another great book. These two books show you a lot of like recipes to make with herbs and stuff. So I love books like that because you can never get like you can never run out of ideas using these types of books. Like I said, books are just tools really for us, and we definitely need it. Just like this computer's a tool right now, our phones are tools, our cars are tools, but we have the primal instinct to know and to have a connection with the plant as well, tangibly, and to know how it makes you feel personally without using a book. You know what I mean? You want to go out there and you want to discover how it makes you feel, how the smells make you feel, how it makes you feel when you drink it, and vice versa, and all that stuff. Another great book that I read when I started this path was Evolutionary Herbalism, and this talks about the science, the spirituality, and medicine all in one. So this talks about spagyrics, alchemy, and combining all the astrology, combining all of that with herbs, and how everything is connected, and how medicine making incorporates all of it. It incorporates astrology, it incorporates the stars, it incorporates the seasons, the weather, all the primal elements of alchemy. So this teaches you basically all the basics of that. And I didn't get to finish reading it, but I did read quite a lot. I also tuned into the author's videos online. So he's a great herbalist, like an alchemist, and yeah, this is a great book to start off with. I really do recommend it. Teaches you a lot. And a lot of people think herbal medicine is just you just put the plant in there and just add alcohol. Like, it's much more deeper than that, actually. It's much more deeper than that. So great book to start off with. If you have a curious, wondering mind, this is a great book. So another good book that I really like and enjoy is this book. So it's another book that shows you the characteristics of the plants, and lots of pictures, for identification, things of that nature. And let's see, and shows you how to make liniments and syrups and just a lot of things of that nature, as well as this book is quite a little bit different from those. Is this book actually shows you the solvent percentages and uh, basically what alcohol, the solvent ranges of alcohol you need for each plant. So I like this because it actually has a guide for most of the plants out there that people use in herbal medicine, and shows you, for example, hyssop, you need 35 to 60 solvent percentage of alcohol. So it shows you that type of stuff. And I really, really like this book for that reason. It gives you a whole guide of a lot of herbs. And yeah, so that's why I really like this book. But other than that, this book is really great too for like herbal treatment plans and things, and how to make herbal blends, the right formula and how to make herbal blends. I really like this book. This is called the Herbal Apothecary. Another book that I use a lot to make herbal recipes. I love recipe books, and this one specifically is Rosemary Gladstar's Herbal Recipes for Vibrant Health. And this is how I started making salves, how I started making lotions and creams and all that, hair conditioner. It shows you all of that, all the beauty stuff. As well as medicinal stuff, so immunity syrup, chicken pox, measles, itchy skin rash tincture. Shows you lots and lots of recipes for like everything, for male, for female, women, child, animals as well, I believe. And also shows the characteristics of the plants a little bit, not too much, but just a couple of herbs that she shows here. But I love this book. I loved reading the beginning of it as well. The intro was very, very inspiring, and it kind of tells her story as well. And yeah, this is a great book for recipes. I love this book. Another great book is The Wise Woman Herbal Healing Wise. I love this book because it basically shows you it's like a very storytelling book. It shows you the tradition of basically women, and how like the Great Mother, Gaia, Earth, and how the traditional of like even men as well can tune into this book, because all men have feminine energy as well. We all have masculine and feminine energy. It's just the how can I say, the folk story of the tradition of medicine and herbal medicine, and how it goes way back, and it shows you a little story here. I see the wise woman. She carries a blanket of compassion. She wears a robe of wisdom. Around her throat flutters a veil of shifting shapes. From her shoulders a mantle of power flows. A story band encircles her forehead. She stitches a quilt. She spins fibers into yarn. She knits, she sews, she weaves, she ties the thread of our lives together. She forms a web of spiraling threads. I see the wise woman. She is at her loom, a loom warped with days and nights. White threads, black threads receive her flying shuttle, a shuttle filled with threads of many colors. Threads the colors of the earth, the common ground. Threads the colors of the people of the earth. Some threads short, some threads long, each thread different, each perfect. These threads are alive with sound and color. These threads are mutable, they change at a touch. These threads are crystal antennae. They respond at a thought. And intertwined with each thread is a thread blood red, a thread of such sensitivity it cannot be seen, yet a thread of such vitality it can never be hidden. As our blood flows over and under the days and nights of our lives and binds each moment to the whole, so the red thread of the wise woman binds us in the tape stride cosmic web. I see the wise woman and she sees me. So this is like a very, it's a beautiful book. I love it. I love it. It's just the tradition of the wise woman, the blood mysteries, wholeness. So it shows you all about wholeness and the center. And I really do feel that herbal medicine shows us this. It shows us the whole, and that's why alchemy and astrology is all interwoven with herbal medicine. It's just an overall healing, everything. And like, this is wisdom, this is tradition, this is culture, this is all interwoven in all four parts of the world. This is not in just one continent. This is everywhere. This is for us. This is the plants, man. So this is a really great book. Shows you each characteristic of the book as well as a story with each plant. And it's so freaking cute. It's like personifying the plant and its own personality. And I love that because it really gets you into that that imaginative state of like each plant, you know, and getting to know the plant in its own little story. And I love that because it connects you more into that little way. So I like this book as well. It's a very storytelling book, and it basically just personifies each plant. So oat straw speaks, feeling your oats today, whoa. Now do mind your manners, don't stop, just be discreet. I do love the way you stroke my blades and touch my kernels. My grain's milky ripeness is pleasing, is it not? Come and move with me, let your heart ripple with me. Let your imagination soar with me a while the mind lifts my long green leaves like feathers flying. My name is Oats, I am a priestess of seers, great mother of grain. Yes, yes, do touch me there. So I really like this book. It's super like, I love it. Another great book is The Secret Life of Plants. So this is just, if you want to like, this is like plant enthusiast as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, this is like wanting to get to know a fascinating account of the physical, emotional, and spiritual relations between plants and man. So this book is literally talking about the inner world of plants and how they communicate basically with humans. And it gets very, very techno in here. And like this man, he basically had a machine. He started discovering how plants communicate with us, and that our thoughts send a signal to the plant. And he was doing experiments with people and how their thoughts can influence a plant's behavior and vice versa. It gets really, really dope. Actually, I really like it because it gets your mind in a whole different like wavelength of how to basically like behave around your plant, you know, just like this plant right here, you know, it's very, you can feel its presence around you, especially when you start to delve into these types of information. That world opens up to you already. Like, it's already open. Like, you can't ignore it now, you know? So this book really opened that side of myself as well. So that's if you just want to get into that and how to communicate with your plants, how to know how to approach your plants, you know? Even gardening, you got to be connected with each individual plant that you have in your garden. Like, if you just don't believe they're going to grow, like, they're not going to grow. You know, it shows you that type of relationship and how your plant can basically like feel your feelings all the time. So we're really connected. So this book is really great for that if you want to get to know the secret life of plants. As well as my favorite book here, this is Healing Secrets of the Native Americans. So this book shows you all the herbs that the Native Americans used and how they discovered each plant, as well as the story in the beginning. Literally amazing. Shows you how the indigenous people knew everything, and how they were so connected to everything, even the animals And it's just, this is a great book. I seriously recommend it. If you want to get, if you have Native American roots, you know, great book. As well as if you just want to know the indigenous ways of healing, this is the book right here. I'm sure there's way more of indigenous healing books, but this is the one I have. And I use this book all the time as well to know, you know, just, yeah, different herbs and stuff, the symptoms of asthma, back pain. So they use it, burns. So they use literally everything for every symptom. So this book is really great. Last but not least, this is Hermetic Herbalism, the art of extracting spagyric essences. Spagyric essences. So this is alchemy book. So this is talking about more about spagyric, more about astrology and how we're connected, as well as all intertwined, and the, like, literally shows you like everything of this book, and how every plant is associated with every element, and how we as well in our own cosmological signs and astrology and our charts and stuff shows us what kind of person we are, the personality traits that we tend to lean on more, the symptoms that we have more. If we have more of a dry skin, you know, we need more of a wet, moist, more of a mucous herb or plant. And it just intertwines each plant with the natal chart, and extracting all of the elements, all the alchemical elements, all the 4 elements. Yeah, this is a really good book if you want to get into that. Hermetic Herbalism. So yes, that was my book review. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will list all of the books in the description so that you can purchase them right away if you are interested. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah.